Louisiana is a southeastern U.S. state on the Gulf of Mexico. Its history as a melting pot of French, African, American, and French-Canadian cultures is reflected in its Creole and Cajun cultures. The largest city, New Orleans, is known for its colonial-era French Quarter, Mardi Gras festivals, jazz music, Renaissance-style St. Louis Cathedral, and wartime exhibits at the huge National World War II Museum. Its capital, Baton Rouge, Governor John Bel Edwards, Democratic Party. Senators John Neely Kennedy of the Republican Party, Bill Cassidy of the Republican Party. Louisiana was founded April 30th, 1812. You can't reason with gang violence. You can't talk to it, sit it at a table, and negotiate with it. Don't forget, you are the hero of your own story. You stand with the least likely to succeed until success is succeeded by something more valuable. Greg Boyle. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you for being here. Let's get into this. Listen. In 9 months of 2022, New Orleans surpasses total number of homicides in all of 2020. In 9 months of 2022, New Orleans surpasses total number of homicides in all of 2020. This is a report by Fox 8. Article written by Olivia Vidal or Vidal. A violent Labor Day weekend and a fatal double shooting Tuesday afternoon, September 6, has pushed New Orleans homicide count beyond the total number recorded in 2020. There have been 205 homicides in New Orleans so far this year, according to the latest data from the Metropolitan Crime Commission, MCC. There were 201 homicides in all of 2020. There were 201 homicides in all of 2020. Last year, as of September 5th, there were 139 homicides reported. Such carnage, such hatred. What are we doing? Within 24 hours of Labor Day, the NOPD responded to 5 carjackings, at least 4 armed robberies, and 5 shootings, leaving 3 people dead. 3 people dead. Someone's sons and daughters, nieces or nephew, grandchildren, parent, friend, colleague, associate, buddy or pal, neighbor. 3 people dead. The NOPD reports homicides differently than the MCC, distinguishing between homicides and murders. As of September 6th, the NOPD reports 203 homicides and 193 murders. I'm not sure if you heard me. I'm not sure if you're listening and paying attention. As of September 6th, the NOPD reports 203 homicides and 193 murders. Do you understand? Do you get it? If crime stays on this track, President of the MCC, Raphael, I'm gonna butcher his last name, Junkiiie, please excuse me, sir, said New Orleans could surpass the total number of homicides. So if crime stays on this track, President of the MCC, Raphael, said New Orleans could surpass the total number of homicides in 2021, which clocked in at 218 by the end of September. I don't think y'all hearing me. I don't think it's clear to you. See, these reports aren't on TikTok. These reports aren't what's popular. No, not these reports. They just fade away into the nothingness, into the horror-like twilight zone of piled up bodies of young men of color, American men of color, falling like leaves from a tree, willingly participating in activities that would guarantee 2 results: death or prison. Yet it's popularized. It's like they had a Negro meeting. Everyone gathered in a room and said, well, the 70s are over and here come the 80s. So what are we gonna be? What's we to be? Since we's don't have an identity, what's we's gonna be? Oh, we's gonna be gangsters. Gangsters, what's that? We's gonna be gangsters. What's that? What's a gangster? I'm not sure what a gangster is, but I like the way it sounds. I know what a gangster is. Like them Italian folks. Them's gangsters. We just have to watch their movies and over and over again. You know, the Scarface and stuff like that. And that kind of genres, and the genre there, of that kind of activity. We just gotta watch them over and over. That Goodfellas. Watch it over and over. Oh, that Joe Pesci will teach you how to be gangster. Oh, that De Niro will teach you how to be gangster. And we got one now of our own. They call him Washington. Denzel. Oh, we got one of our own now. It's something called Training Day. So we gonna watch these movies and we gonna become gangsters. And we gonna live by them codes. And we gonna die by those codes. And we're going to kill by those codes. And we're going to corrupt and bully by those codes. Because we's gangster now. Yeah. Move that R&B guy of the 90s. Get out of here, boys to men. As yet. Brian McKnight. What you doing here, Brian McKnight? Break yourself, homie. What you doing up in here? Yo, Keith Sweat, calm all that down, bruh. Ain't nobody feeling that. Put some gangster thing on. Yeah, put some gangster on that thing. Yeah. What all these women doing around here? Get them out of here. Yeah, y'all take y'all shirts off and start lifting weights in my mama's yard. Yeah. Start lifting weights. Yeah, we can. Yeah. Yo, this is gangster. Y'all sweaty enough? Yeah, they gonna start filming now. Oh, this is a gangster video. Yeah. Put 3 do-rags on and tube socks and a paper towel under your hat. Yeah, it's gangster. Was there a meeting of minds that decided that this was now the projected image of a young American male? You challenge him. Look at the TV. We call it classic television. Am I going to be a hypocrite and pretend that I didn't enjoy it? That I didn't grow up watching and viewing these same shows? Yes, but I always had the same mentality. As I watched The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I couldn't help but wonder, why does everybody hate Carlton? What did Carlton do in episode after episode after episode after episode? I had to watch Master William, chastise and criticize and humiliate Carlton Banks, who wanted to be the best of himself, who remembered who his people were, who remembered who his ancestors were. But that wasn't good enough for people. Carlton became a mockery, and as the seasons went on, he even lost his respect in the character. You can see it, he became a goofball. When was Carlton a goofball? Go back to season 1 and tell me Carlton Banks was a goofball. He was a straightforward shooter. He was a conservative with a heart. He wanted to grow his father's kingdom. He remembered where he came from, and he knew how hard it took his parents to get it, and he wanted to protect it. He didn't like Hillary. Daddy, can I get $100? He didn't like that. Carlton didn't like that. She was costing the family too much money. You remember the episodes where he got on her about her costing the family money. But here comes Will Smith. Horny. 100% hormones and emotions. Yo baby, yo. And we all want to identify. If the black male doesn't identify with that, then who the hell is he? Because Carlton is being laughed at. And who wants to be mocked and laughed at? So we shy away from the intelligence of a Carlton Banks and we run to Master Williams. Master Williams. Because he put a Malcolm X poster on his wall. Didn't Uncle Phil school him on that? You got the book, you got the poster. I saw the brother speak. Come on now. What we talking about here? But I digress. What we've seen is carjackings since 2020 are up 211%. Said Raphael. I don't want to butcher his last name again. So violent crime in every category remains up. Unacceptably high, he says. Residents said they are scared. Residents say that they are scared and want change now. It's like, when is it going to end? Is it going to get worse? Said resident Bianca Wilson. We gotta do something about it because it's getting horrible. It's getting horrible. Another resident who didn't want to be identified said she's had enough of the crime plaguing the city of New Orleans. It's not just Uptown. It's Holly Grove. It's Carrollton. It's the Bywater. It's the West Bank. It's the greater New Orleans area, and our officials have to be held accountable. She said, it's out of control. I hope our civic leaders are listening to the people. I hope our civic leaders are listening to the people. Do you hear the citizens? Those citizens crying out, begging for help. pleading. They're crying and pleading for help. This mentality, this gangster, this gangbanger, this I don't care about nobody. When the last time you heard a song about paying bills, being responsible, getting up on time, exercising, drinking water, raising your children, being a good husband and a good wife? When's the last time you heard any lyrics like that in this culture that we claim as our identity, as our national flag? When? I ask when? When? The bodies are piling up. The prisons are at capacity. What are we to do with this virus? This is like The Walking Dead. It's a virus. And if they see someone in their neighborhood, a little kid, most of these little kids in these neighborhoods don't even know they learn the name nigga before they learn their actual name. Cause all they hear is, little nigga, come here. Little nigga, what you doing? Little nigga, get down from there. That little nigga bugging. This little nigga stupid. Yo, that little nigga can hoop. Yo, that little nigga can rap. Yo, that little nigga nice. Yo, I don't like that little nigga. This little nigga acting funny. Yo, let that little nigga try to play me. Excuse me. But we're dying. We're dying. We're dying. We're dying. We're dying. Kanye West said 50% of black death in America is abortion. He also said that more black babies in the state of New York are dying than being born today. But you didn't hear that, did you? You too busy joking his facial hair or the hat he wore or the shirt with something on the back that you dislike for some reason. But you don't dislike it. But I dislike it. But I don't dislike it. I mean, it's true. But I mean, it's true. But it's true. But I mean, it's true. But why does he have to say it? It's true. But I mean, can he stay quiet about it? But it's true. But it's true. Why does Louisiana consistently lead the nation in murders? It has problems common to several southern states, like a high rate of poverty, but also an inheritance of violence. An inheritance of violence. Do you understand? The children are not inheriting homes, vehicles, an account, life insurance. On a large scale, they are left to inherit dust. A mentality of poison, a virus from The Walking Dead, and then have to find someone that doesn't look contaminated and bite them. Bite them to make them like them, make them prove they're gangster. Put their gangster on trial. You not real enough, homie. Prove it to me. Prove it to me. Show me you a man. Don't show me you smart. You better not think you smarter than us. This nigga think he's smarter than us. For 31 straight years, Louisiana has reported the nation's highest murder rate. For 31 straight years, Louisiana has reported the nation's highest murder rate. For 31 straight years, Louisiana has reported the nation's highest murder rate. To solve that puzzle, first consider wider pattern in the South, a history of violence that stretches back further still. This thing goes back, y'all. This thing goes so so far back. We're living in a nightmare. A nightmare. But we accept it as a culture. We take it in, yes we do. Think of the things people say are good movies. They say, white people will say, the Titanic is a great film. It's true. But okay. And then you ask somebody, they would say, right, what's a great black film? And they say, Soul Food, Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood, Juice. These Jeffrey Dahmer style films depicting the decay of the American black male. A sociopath like Bishop or Birdie who tells his guy, we lost this basketball game. Yo, go shoot him. Go do that. Who looks over a homeless man, Flip. Remember? Bernie Mac as Flip. Riverside, mother. Opened him up. Left him there. Look how he treated Marlon, his character. Boogaloo. Embarrassing him, tripping him. That's what the culture is, but look at the participators of the culture. How many of them look good? How many of them look healthy and stable? Look at the skin on some of these people. Gangster doesn't age well. Gangster doesn't age well. We were not put here to be gangster. It goes against the very principle of our nature. Yet we do it. Yet we want to compete for what city has the highest crime rate. You ever hear somebody say, yo, that doctor's a real nigga? You ever hear somebody say, yo, that professor's a real N-word? Yo, that bus driver's a real N-word. That plumber's a real N-word. That police officer's a real N-word. No. No. You hear the guy doing 15 years. That's a real N-word. The dude that shot up the mall. Yo, that's a real N-word. The guy that murders people and then makes an album about it. That's a real N-word. It's always the destruction. It's the celebration and the marketing and the cultivating of destruction. If Black lives matter, do they matter to black people? Look at the stats. And don't ignore them. Don't ignore them. There's no excuse, nor any credible reasoning for the cultural participation and celebration of American genocide. I challenge anyone who openly blames slavery as the precursor to what we are witnessing today to answer one question for me, please. If this is truly the results of enslavement, then why didn't those who were directly affected by slavery conduct themselves in such a savage manner? Thank you for your time. And thank you for joining me on American Savage, Louisiana.